I am live. I am live. Happy Thursday. Happy day 4 of the brain, the 12th step toward riches. And just to start off, yes, I have ashes on my forehead, and it is not Ash Wednesday. Let me tell you why. Today's Thursday, but yesterday, I do usually go to Mass. I get ashes on my forehead, the good Catholic girl in me. But I could not make it to Mass yesterday because I had therapy clients all day, and I was not going to come to sessions with ashes on my head. But my mom did go, and she got a baggie of ashes, and I saw her today. They came to visit for lunch, and she wanted me to have my ashes, so she blessed me. From ashes I came, and ashes I will return. It is a celebration of the Lenten season, the 40 days of fasting and prayer in preparation for the Easter season. If you didn't know, now you know. So that's why I have ashes on my head. I'm going to go shower and wash them off soon, but I had to do this first. We left off yesterday with talking about Duke University, Dr. Ryan at Duke University, about the power of the brain. Remember, our brain is like a McLaren. It's like a Bentley. It's like a Ferrari. It's like a Porsche. It's a very strong machine, but we are only driving it like it's a Toyota Corolla. There's so much more possibilities. There's so much more we can do with this bad boy. And so it went into telepathy. And there was a whole article published from Duke University from Dr. Ryan and his associates. This was over 100 years ago. And simply, according to the dictionary, telepathy is simply the communication between minds by some means other than sensory perception. So communication between minds other than see, hear, smell, taste, touch. Unseen, those intangibles we talked about. So communicating without words or anything that you can see or hear or smell or taste or touch. The unseen. So the article starts, a month ago, we cited on this page some of the remarkable results achieved by Professor Ryan and his associates in Duke University for more than 100,000 tests to determine the existence of telepathy or clairvoyance. These results were summarized in the first two articles in Harper's Magazine. In the second, which has now appeared, the author E.H. Wright attempts to summarize what has been learned or what it seems reasonable to infer regarding the exact nature of these extrasensory modes of perception. The actual existence of telepathy and clairvoyance now seem to some scientists enormously probable as the result of Ryan's experiments. Various recipients were asked to name as many cards in a special pack as they could without looking at them and without other sensory access to them. About a score of men and women were discovered who could regularly name so many of the cards correctly that there was not one chance in many million of a million of them of having done their feats by luck or accident. But how did they do them? These powers, assuming that they exist, do not seem to be sensory. There is no known organ for them. The experiments worked just as well as distances of several hundred miles as they did in the same room. These facts also dispose, in Mr. Wright's opinion, of the attempt to explain telepathy or clairvoyance through any physical theory of radiation. All known forms of radiant energy decline inversely as the square of the distance traversed. Okay, this is getting into all kinds of stuff. Basically, we all know the claims that people have of telepathy and clairvoyancy, being able to read. I truly do believe that it is something we're all capable of doing. It's something we have to tap into. I personally have had one experience, and it was just that one time. I don't know why. I was in Hawaii, and I had a very vivid dream, and I got a message, and it was my brother talking to me. And I woke up and I called, and yes, he was in exactly the situation that he said he was in his dream, which is crazy because it was the Pacific Ocean apart. And it was just a knowing, a feeling. So that could be telepathy. He communicated with me through who knows, God knows how, but he did, and I got the message, and I called, and it was probably the only kind of like clairvoyant or psychic moment I ever had. I don't know if anybody else has experienced something like that. There's people that experience that all the time. There's people that might, experience it on different levels. But yeah, I just keep an open mind. And like I said, I don't have to prove it to anybody, but that was my experience. And I find it fascinating. And I really think that our mind is capable of so much more. And I think we will in the future. It's like the 4-minute mile, right? People thought they couldn't break the 4-minute mile, that it was impossible. But then everybody started doing it. I think that once our minds are more open to using more than just our 5 senses, it's going to be the norm. I think that we really have high tech. I mean, I talk about all the time. Internet, all the things we can't see, all the powers that we've harnessed. Just the study of the brain and the intricacy and the machine that it is. The fact that we're just using it for kind of just simple things right now. I mean, life is amazing. I'm not downplaying it, but I think that there's so much more that we have to learn. So I love this chapter, The Power of the Brain. And yeah, I hope you're all having a wonderful week. I am going to hit the showers and get ready for bed. It's kind of my weekend already. I'm going to enjoy. I don't know if any of you follow me on Instagram on Inside Talk Show. I have a new episode coming out. One of my friends, Aaron, I don't know if he's on here. I'm going to be putting that out tomorrow on Inside Talk Show, at Inside Talk Show. I hope you enjoy it. Also, Motivational March, 4-week Zoom class with us. Whoever wants to join, message me. My link is also in my Facebook page if you want. Send me your info and I'll add you to the list and you can be a part of it. And I can't wait to do all that work with you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all tomorrow for the last day of the brain. And then we have one more week, you guys, the 13th step toward riches. And we will have completed all 13 steps in Think and Grow Rich. I'm so proud of all of us. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow.